Alright guys, it's time for another game preview between the Habs and the Sens. This is round 2 of this little 2-game mini-series, the rematch, I guess you can call it. And for those of you who are new here, welcome aboard. We're about to take a look at the current standings, the projected lineups of both teams, the player statistics, and we'll do a brief review of what happened in the last game between these two. But before we get into that, if anybody would like to try and predict the score for the game tonight, please give it a shot in the comments below, and if any one of you Chris Angels can make the correct prediction, I will pin your comment and give you a shout out in my next game preview video. So let's start things off here with a quick chat about the previous game, which of course was the game on Thursday night in which the Habs won by a score of 4-1. This was the Habs' second straight win since their return from their week off due to COVID complications, although I will say this, I expect the Sens to come out with much more intensity for this game tonight, as they seem to just roll over and die during this last game. This was actually the first game of the season against the Habs where we saw Brady Tkachuk have zero impact on the game itself. I mean, yeah, he threw his weight around, he got a few nice hits in on Jeff Petrie, but he was held off the scoreboard, and for sure he doesn't like that. So let's see how he responds tonight, and also let's see how the Habs respond tonight. They definitely shouldn't be taking the Sens lightly, as the points are just too important right now. And if they give Ottawa any space at all, they're going to use it to their advantage. Now, as we take a look at the standings here, you can see that the Habs are now gaining some ground on the Edmonton Oilers and are finally creating some separation for themselves from the teams below them, who are still drastically trying to catch up and take 4th place in the division. The Ottawa Senators, on the other hand, they are right where many expected them to be, although they are a very competitive team and have won some big games this season. The Sens are going through a rebuild with quite a few young guns who are going to be beasts for this team in the future. So taking a look at the Habs projected lineup, and I expect things to be the exact same as we saw on Thursday night. The only difference, of course, being Carey Price will get the start for the Habs. Unfortunately, I haven't heard any updates on Tyler Toffoli, so if anybody has any news that they would like to share about him, please leave some news in the comment section, as I am itching to see this guy return. It hasn't been an issue yet, but if he is to lose more significant time from the lineup, then we could be singing a different tune shortly. Moving on to the Sens projected lineup here, and as far as I know, things will be very similar to what we're seeing on the screen right now. Like I mentioned earlier, they have a fairly dangerous top 6, which was fairly quiet for the majority of last game. So let's see how they respond tonight. And as for their defense, like, Thomas Chabot is always exciting to watch play hockey. Like, he's a beauty, and I can't wait to watch every game that he plays against the Habs. He's just one of those guys. Now moving on, let's take a look at the Habs scoring leaders here, and the first guy on the list who's tied with Jeff Petrie is Tyler Toffoli, and like we mentioned earlier, this guy is injured and is not expected to return. Anyway, he's got 18 goals this season and 9 assists, giving him 27 points in 30 games played. And tied with him in second place, we've got Jeff Petrie. He's also got 27 points, but in 33 games, he has 11 goals and 16 assists. In third place on the Habs team in points, we've got the little engine that could, Brendan Gallagher, who's got 23 points in 33 games and scored a big goal last game against the Sens. And in fourth place on the team, we now have Thomas Tatar, who's got 23 points as well in 32 games played. Now let's take a look at the Sens point leaders, and at the very top, we have Brady Tkachuk with 22 points in 37 games, followed by Drake Batherson, who's got 21 points in 37 games, and Thomas Chabot, who's got 21 points in 34 games. And next in line is Josh Norris, who's got 19 points in 37 games. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this game preview. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider subscribing to the channel, as I upload hockey content daily. As usual, I'm going to finish this off with a Go Habs Go, and good luck, Senators.